Yeah, it's been, last time was November, so it's been 4 months since we got together, so it's great for us to get the players back together. You know, we're excited by the fixtures, good fixtures, and for us, we do a lot of travelling, you know, around different parts of the world and, you know, playing these away games or in neutral venues. So for us to be back in New Zealand with good competitive fixtures, you know, with the crowd as a send-off for the World Cup is a great experience for the players and for us, you know, for family and friends is a great occasion.
Darren, obviously a lot been made of the players who aren't here. Can you just give us an update on the players who are here and whether they're all looking ready to go tomorrow night?
Yeah, so it's, you know, the travel from Europe is difficult for everybody. You know, we've got a lot of players that do that. So everybody's here now. You know, we had some late arrivals, you know, early yesterday morning. So everybody's here. Everybody trained yesterday. And hopefully we get to train this afternoon. But, you know, the weather's quite bad. So, you know, at this stage we're monitoring everybody after the travel. But we're in a good place. Yeah, everybody came through the weekend's games that they had. Everybody trained yesterday. Yeah, we're in a good place. I mean, we always want to try and put on the strongest team on the pitch that we can. You know, we're here to try and win games of football. You know, and that's something that, you know, over the last few years we've had tough games and we've competed, and, you know, we've had some good results, but we want to turn performances into results. So we'll always put the strongest team we can. But you're right, we've brought a few players in for this squad, for this window. And we do need to see them. So yeah, I'm expecting people to get good game time across the two games.
Do you think there's an opportunity during this week for players to earn themselves a World Cup spot?
Potentially, you know, that's the beauty of football, and that's the challenge that I'll put to the whole group. But, you know, certain players, you know, put yourself in the best position possible. You know, you've got an opportunity here, but it's not all on this window. You know, there's still 2 months of club football to be played. And every weekend they get that opportunity to push themselves forward. You know, Lockie Bayliss is a great example of somebody that's performed really well in his club. His club are doing really well, and it was the right time to bring him in. Now he has an opportunity. He'll get on the pitch and, you know, make it a difficult conversation in a couple of months.
And last one for me for now is around Ben Waine. No Chris Wood, obviously. Ben seems to be the heir apparent in that number 9 role. What are you hoping to see from Ben Waine and asking of him in this window?
Yeah, I mean, Ben's been with us pretty much every window, every squad we've named. He's almost been there, even when he's had tough times at his club and not playing so many minutes. So, you know, we've worked with him a lot. We've put a lot of faith in him over the years, and you know, it was starting to repay his hard work, you know, by him starting to score goals at the club. You know, we do have Costa, we do have Andre in the squad, so, you know, there'll be some sharing of minutes in that position. But yeah, Waino's hit that bit of recent form. You know, he scored against Sunderland last week in the FA Cup, and yeah, he's a confident at the moment, in a confident sort of moment for him, which is great. But you know, Waino, he no matter what he's doing, where he's playing, he works hard. He always gives everything he's got, and he's starting to get those rewards now, which is great for him.
Darren, given you are preparing for a World Cup, these two games, do you prioritise getting a positive result, i.e. a win, or getting your combinations right on the field so when you get to June, everyone's in sync?
Yeah, you know, it's a bit of a balance, which sounds like a cliche, but with so many you know, players that you know that are not here, you know, that if they're fit, you know, they will go to the World Cup. So it's hard for us to say this is all about preparing for the World Cup in regards to combinations, and, you know, this is an opportunity for the players that are here with us to push themselves forward. But mostly it's about performing and getting results across these two games.